Hey, what's up, y'all? Today, I'm actually giving you guys something a little bit different. I know typically when I'm posting things on social media or I'm doing these videos on YouTube, it's always something that's positive. It's a positive piece of business, something positive that's happening in life, some encouragement, things like that. But I realized that's just not realistic. It's not real life. Everything isn't always perfect. So I wanted to share these stories with you guys of this terrible 2 weeks that I had in business. I don't know if something was put in the water. I don't know if there's something new in the air. I just lost 3 clients in the last week and a half. One of these clients was a buyer that I was working with. He's actually working on my first commercial deal. We're in the middle of negotiating on a building. Somewhere in the middle of these negotiations, though, after we've taken time to go inspect the building, we've talked to the listing agent multiple times, we've done research on loans, all kinds of options that he has available. In the middle of it, though, he decides that he no longer wants to go after the building. You don't want the building? No problem. We'll go find you another one. Then about a day or so after he drops that bomb, he hits us with the email talking about he no longer wants to work with us. I don't know what was said. I don't know if there was something that upset him. I don't know what happened. He didn't want to deal with us anymore. Apparently he didn't want to go after the building. And I reached out to him to ask him, hey, it's all good that you don't want to work with us anymore. Like, no hard feelings. But just so we know, in between Tuesday of this week and Tuesday of last week, what happened that made you want to change your mind? Don't get any response. Never says anything. The thing about it for me was just, as a man to man, especially two businessmen, if I ask you a question, just give me your honest truth as to what was done or what was said or what you didn't like to make you walk away. And couldn't get nothing. Then I have this listing I'm going after. Set up an appointment to go view the house and pretty much do a listing appointment. And I go give her my professional opinion on what I thought the home could sell for as is. Showed her some comps that were slightly higher. I tell her, if that's what you want, this is what you need to make the house look like. And so if that's the case, I would do A, B, and C to the house. She says, okay, cool, I want to think about it. We'll go ahead and start getting ready to get this work done. In the meantime, I will continue to watch the market to see if there's any other homes that sell that support that price that you want to get. I also told her, hey, if I can sell your house for $1,000,000, I do that. That's a win for us. That's more money for you in your pocket. That's more money for me in my pocket. Everybody wins. You go ahead and get started on that work, and I'm going to continue to watch the market. I'll check back to you in a week. So I do exactly what I say I'm going to do. Call her back in a week, and she's like, hey, we decided to go with another agent. I'm like, wait, I'm confused. What happened between this week and last week? And the answer that I got was we wanted more for our money, and the agent promised us that they weren't going to sell it for less than what we wanted. 360, which was price point I don't recall mentioning, but 360 isn't going to cut it. Wait, what? And on top of that, I sent her comps between the last conversation and that conversation, showing homes that had recently went pending or more support the price point that she was trying to get. So yeah, I don't know. I gotta respect it because obviously something she heard or something I said made her feel this way. One thing that I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna tell you I can get you some unrealistic price. I'm not gonna promise you a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow if it ain't legit. Like if your house ain't worth $400,000, I'm not gonna tell you it's worth $400,000. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you can put your home on the market today and get you $35,000 or $40,000 more than what it's really worth. The third one just completely just blew my mind. I don't really know what the hell happened. I don't know. I don't know. This client is new to the area. Him and his wife are looking for a home. They want something newer. They have a price point that they want to be within. Get him set up with my lender. Told him he's approved for an astronomical amount, way more above and beyond than the budget that he actually wants to spend. He tells me that he had been looking at a new build prior to reaching out to me. I don't know if you guys really understand how new builds work. As the buyer, if you want to have your own representation, meaning somebody who doesn't work for the builder to represent you during your transaction, you have to bring that agent with you on your initial visit to that new build community. When he initially went, I wasn't there. To the eyes of the new build, they had got far enough into the process where I couldn't sneak my way in the back door to get in to represent him on that. Me and the lender talked to him about the price point, and based on the price of the new build that he was looking at before, where that would put his mortgage payment. He didn't want to deal with that. Cool, great, that's too much money. Let's go find a resale home, one that's newer, slightly cheaper than the new build as far as your payments go. So let me tell you, I take this man and his family out, I find them 4 different homes, put them in contract on 2 different homes, and backed out on both. One was even a new build. We had seen quite a bit of homes. I could tell him and his wife were starting to get a little discouraged or frustrated. Let's just take a quick break. Let me be your eyes and ears. And when I see something that fits the criteria that you guys are looking for within the price point, then I'll bring it to your attention. Again, about a week goes by, and I go and I'm looking on at the market, and I see a few homes that pop up, and I send them to him. I get a text back from him saying that the original new build he went to go see called him back. One of the buyers fell out of escrow. He thinks he's going to go ahead and move forward with it. I couldn't believe it. To top it off, it's at the price point that he didn't want to be at with his monthly mortgage. Negotiated on multiple deals, got him in a contract on 2 homes that he backed out on, and then he went with the new build where I couldn't be a part of it. So you know what that means? I did all that work. I don't make no money. So yeah, I was pissed. And this is probably the downside to doing real estate. We're one of the few people that are self-employed where we don't get paid until the job is completely finished. And there's so many different things that can happen to cause a deal to fall out of escrow, go bad, lose a client, whatever you want to call it. That transaction just doesn't work out, or that client just doesn't work out for you. Until either a buyer gets keys in their hands or the seller gets money in their bank account, we don't get anything. All this happened within a span of literally about 2 weeks. But see, here's how I handled it. All right, what I did was after that last encounter with that third client or ex-client, I took about 15 minutes and I cursed the world. I let it out. Then it screamed, I kicked, I stomped, whatever. I let it out. It took 15 minutes to get it out of my system. And then after that, I went and got me some comfort food. I went to Del Taco and I ate my heart out. But after that, because it was a negative situation, I refused to give it any more of my energy, swept it under the rug and kept it pushing. See, it ain't the first time that I've lost clients before. And I'm sure it's not gonna be the last. I know I'm not a fit for everybody, and that's okay, that's cool. Dwelling on what could have been isn't gonna help the situation. I started to focus my energy on the future. The one thing I did learn from the situation is that I definitely need to do a better job of pre-qualifying people and asking better questions to make sure that we are good fits for each other. I could have avoided all 3 of those issues had I done that. So I did pick up something that I have to work on and tailor moving forward. After that, it was about doubling down on my business in order to get some new clients to replace the ones that I lost. And that's exactly what I did. I hit the phones hard the following week, and actually the very next week, I picked up 4 leads and 2 solid new clients. One thing that I do commend myself on since being in this business is that I've always had an on to the next mentality. So I've never dwelled on anything. It's always been on to the next, on to the next. This one didn't work out, whatever, on to the next. And while it did have somewhat of a good ending, it didn't necessarily start out that way. So as you guys can see, everything within business is not always as good and as cracked up as everybody on social media makes it up to be. So I want to make sure I'm transparent with you guys, not only share the good stuff, but continue to share some of the trials and tribulations that I go through, share those stories with you, what I did to overcome them, and hopefully that you guys are able to take away something from my story and apply it to your business, and you don't have to go through those same mistakes and learning lessons that I did. There you have it, how I handled 2 horrible weeks in business and how I bounced back from it. If you guys have any questions about the real estate industry or market in general, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Or if you know anybody here in the Bay Area or Sacramento area that would need help with their real estate transaction, as you know, I love referrals. I would love an opportunity to be able to earn their business. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can shoot me an email at kevinswanigan@gmail.com. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll be back next week with another video. Kevin Swanigan, eXp Realty, Connection that moves you. Peace.